Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Geek Authority Show, where I get to talk to wonderful people, creative people, all kinds of people, both in front of and behind the camera, actors, writers, directors, producers, film companies, theater companies. Please, if you anything in entertainment, that's what I go for. And today we have a wonderful guest, somebody I've known for quite a while, seen many of his shows, both in front of and on stage and behind the scenes. Sebastian Munoz, yay! Studio audience is clapping. Anyway. Hi, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lorenzo. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us about Force of Nature and how you came up with your logo.
Wow, gosh.
Move your head.
It's great. That's right, right? Look at that.
He's got a tornado.
Force of Nature Productions, right? Exactly.
Right.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned, like, how long have we known each other? And I was trying to do the math, and I think we're going on 9 years that you first came to see one of my productions, and we just became friends ever since. And you and Michael have been just terrific and so supportive. So
I thought it was longer than that.
we're going on nine years.
Wow. Okay.
It's definitely at least nine. At least 9.
Very cool.
So, but yeah, like Force of Nature was born February 1st, 2016. And the logo was actually designed by Sasha Snow, who was a company member at the time. And she's a wonderful artist. And we're just talking about, you're starting a company, you want to, the branding is so important and the brand recognition is so important. Like, I really wanted a logo that would really pop and really speak to who we are. And she was just very instrumental in working with me on getting a logo done. And there's a lot of different incarnations and variations of it, but definitely settled on this one.
Yeah, I love I'm looking at behind you, the typeset you got. It's the letter with the, I don't call that, the outline, I guess.
Yeah.
And the tornado was just the symbol of you just going to take the world by storm.
Yeah, in a nutshell, yeah. So it's actually a name that I had in mind since high school, believe it or not. And you fast forward X amount of years later, right, or decades later, and then here we are. And it's a name I had in mind within the logo, just married really what we truly are and we represent as a company, because we really don't just focus on one thing. We do so many different things. We do comedy, we do drama, we do horror, we do short form, long format, play festivals, and to do so much with the community outreach.
I want to share this with people. This is their actual website. I'm live right now, and you guys started doing mainly theater, right? And the videos came later. The theatrical productions, mostly of original works, I believe, and parodies and things like that. And then, because of the pandemic, you pretty much did what everyone did. Oh, there we go. All kinds of projects you have. That's a short film right there, Defense Mechanism. I remember that. And if you can look on top, people, award-winning. Anyway, there's lots to see there. And your website's been up for a while as well.
Yes, actually, I didn't know anything about web design, so I had to teach myself how to design and work it, and I'm still a student of it, but I maintain it as well. And I guess
that's the best place for people to go to find out what you're doing and when, right?
Yes, FONproductions.com.
Right, and you're also on social media, I'm assuming.
Oh yes, we are. We are
Twitter,
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at FONProds, FONPRODS.
Okay, and I got another little surprise for you.
Oh gosh.
Hold on. Technology is so much fun.
Right, I know.
And I'm still learning. I believe.
No, this is great.
This one. There we go. Ta-da! Recognize these. Which way am I? Recognize these people?
Oh my God. Yeah, look at that. That's my kids. Those are my kids. That's my son William and my daughter Angelica, who have also taken a liking to participating in. They've been in a couple of productions as well, both on and off the stage and behind the scenes in films.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is she being pushed, or is she doing it on her own?
No. Actually, Angelica really has a natural knack and ability for for lines, and hey, she has a really nice stage presence, and she just loves to perform, and she does it. She did the lip sync battle in January, and she loves to act. She's actually in a current project that we'll talk about later, but she's done quite a bit of projects.
Right, and I love
Really,
this
really
one.
likes the behind the scenes stuff too.
I
And on
love
the
this
other
one
side,
here.
I'm trying to see. Oh, that's from our Christmas. So our wonderful company members and board members, Corey and Jerry Chappell, they host this big Christmas party every year, and then we do a Force of Nature Christmas party every year, and then that's like a big chunk of all of our company members and alumni that you see in that picture. So God, I love it. You grabbed that. That's a great. I love it. That's from this last Christmas, this last December.
All right, let's talk about the company overall. So it started basically as a theatrical group, right?
Yes.
Locally in North Hollywood, California. For those watching outside of California, it's a
Yep.
suburb, or one of the part of the metropolis of Los Angeles, California. The entertainment almost capital of the world, but we've kind of shut down a lot of it. But let's not talk about that. So, what was where did you start, and then what brought you to forge this company?
Well, I was really involved in theater ever since high school. That's really where I got fully immersed into theater, and theater saved my life in many ways. And the family atmosphere, the teacher, and my high school teacher, drama teacher, was terrific and instrumental. Was very supportive of me all through my high school career and even beyond. But then I got disconnected. As life happens, you kind of get disconnected from the arts. You have to work. You end up having kids, and then you have families, and you have to responsibilities, right? But then you get reconnected later on in life, and I moved to Burbank. And it was 2010 that I was able to connect with a theater company in North Hollywood called Zombie Joe's Underground, and that's where I got reconnected and reacquainted with being on stage. And then there I had the opportunity to act, direct, produce, and just meet a lot of wonderful, supportive people. So a nice shout out to Zombie Joe for the opportunity of being there.
Which, by the way, he was interviewed as well on here.
Oh, was he? That's
Check
right. Oh,
out
that's right.
that.
I saw the video.
Check out the episode. Anyway,
That's right. That's right. But yeah, I got a
so
chance to meet a lot of wonderful people there. And then you fast forward, until 2016. I was there from 2010 to about 2016, the end of 2015. And then as you grow, you try to expand your wings as well too. And you're gonna start your own company. And 2016 saw the birth of Force of Nature.
right. And did you see it branching into? Because I know you've done movie shorts. And obviously the pandemic forced you to do what we're doing now, the whole boxing at home and staying safe, at least until the vaccine comes out, and then maybe some normality will come. But even then, it might be a little, there are those who won't get the vaccine, and it's like, okay.
It'd be very different, right? Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, so what do you find as far as, how big is your company? How many members?
Wow. So we currently have a record for us right now, about 38 members, and we have.
Is it subscription based?
We are. You do have to be a member. We're a non-dues company, so it's free to join the company. There's just a commitment, right? There's like an hours commitment and
Right.
responsibility commitment, but there's a lot of perks that come with that as well. But any and
How
all are
about
welcome.
how about SAG after waiver? Are you that? You allow anybody?
Well, I think some members are. I'm just not sure because I know it's a little. Well, nowadays it's a little different with everything that we're doing now, and I'm learning every day. I don't know exactly how it all works, but before we were just we're a non-union, non-dues company, and I'm sure I'm a SAG-AFTRA member, but I haven't done a lot of stuff in quite some time, and I think we have a couple of the members too that are SAG-AFTRA.
Okay, let's jump to this. Tell us about this photo.
That's wonderful. So this year, that's actually from our FONIes award and gala ceremony that was in February. So February 1st is our anniversary. And this is just a photo of our celebration. And what we decided this year, because we had been around for about 5 seasons now, and we said, we celebrate every year, but then this year I really wanted to start on February 1st a gala in which we celebrate and recognize the prior year's achievements. And the awards, we don't. It was important to me to make sure that we celebrate people of who they are, not necessarily who the best actor, who the best actress is, and so forth. It's really celebrating everyone's accomplishments, and it's peer-based. Everybody nominates people who they think would be the best. Dedicated person, the best behind the scenes person, and it's just really based on what the peers have experienced throughout the year with that particular individual. And
By peers, you mean the company members?
The company members, exactly.
And there's writers in there. I see. There's directors. So it's all categories.
It's everything. That's the entire company right there, and the FON is just for company members.
Is that your daughter?
We have writers. That's Angelica right there in the front right in front of me. You're right. Writers, directors, actors, musicians.
And I know a lot of them.
Stage combat is great. Yeah, you know these people.
What's going on here? Lights, camera, action.
That's a great photo, actually. So we did this last Christmas. We did it was our Rush, which is one of our play festivals, and this last one was based on Christmas movies. And what happened here is, I would have to explain the whole Rush process in itself, but the writer has 1 week to write a short play based and inspired by a Christmas movie or a questionable Christmas movie, and this happened to be Die Hard. And the guy right dead center is the writer of Die Hard, and he came and saw the Rush. So he was so gracious and so kind. He was so complimentary, and that's the cast and writer as well too. And to the left of him is Adam Neubauer. To the left of him is oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Right to the right of him is Bobby Watson, Samantha Gerard, Randy Marquis, and we have gosh, her name escapes me. She was new to the company. That was her first show ever with us, and she played Jane McClane. It sounds really funny. So it was
very
just
cool.
A wonderful experience. So he came out to the show, brought his whole family, brought his grandkids.
Who's the writer
and
of Die Hard?
The show too. Oh my God. Why am I? Oh, I feel embarrassed right now. Like I'm all like I didn't know you were going to bring this picture up, so like I'm drawing a blank right now. But he was so.
All right, what do we got going here?
So force of nature, and part of like why we're a tornado, because we're so involved and do so much stuff. This is actually from one of our outreach programs, and we reached out during the holidays. We do this little toy drive in which we offer up all these little like plush toys, and then we go donate them and take them to local organizations to help support the communities. We've done it to the Ronald McDonald House, and this particular one was a Strength United, which is an organization in Van Nuys that really helps with victims of domestic abuse from all ages, all the way from little babies all the way to adults. And we went and donated all these plush toys.
I noticed
to them.
The Force of Nature T-shirts.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't get one. Anyway.
We are placing an order, so thanks for reminding. But yeah, that is a Strength United in one of our outreach programs.
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans.
I have no idea.
So jelly beans was really so we have done a lot of, when we first started, we did a lot of short format productions, like short plays. And then over the years, as we've gone the hang of things a little better and grown our production values, we've done longer pieces, 1-act, 2-act plays. But Jelly Beans was really going back to our original roots of just getting all the original works by local writers. And it was an evening of short plays that didn't really have a rhyme or reason. They didn't really have a through line together. And normally you sit on the desk, they sit in that computer, and they don't see the light of day. And they're all original pieces that some of them could be funny, some of them could be dramatic, some of it could be sad, and Jelly Beans was it. And it was born, the name was born out of my daughter's name is the namesake of Jelly Beans. So she helped me come up with the name.
2 questions. I noticed it looks like March 1st through 8th through 15th, or March 1st. Did you actually get to open?
The 22nd. We did. We actually got 2 performances in, and it was that we got
that
March
weekend?
1st and March 8th, and then the 15th we just could not do it. I think that was the weekend that everything got closed.
And I see the Actors Workout Studio. Is that your home currently?
Yes,
or do you
is.
bounce around? Okay.
Yes, it is. Well, we're nomadic, so we have been nomadic. We started in North Hollywood in a couple different theaters, and we bounced around. And we ended up at Fran Montano and Stacey Raposa at the Actors Workout Studio had given Force of Nature a home, and we became the resident theater company as of last year. And they've just been gracious hosts, and that's what we do about 90 to 95% of our shows. So a big shout out to the Actors Workout Studio.
Deconstructing Holly.
Did
Another
you get a
play?
chance to see it? Did you get a chance to see this?
No, did not see this.
Holly Siddell is a wonderful, wonderful actor and writer, and she's a company member. And she wrote a one-woman show based and inspired of her experience and her struggle with battling breast cancer over the last couple of years. And it was an incredibly powerful, beautiful performance. She worked on it, she wrote it, she workshopped it here through Force of Nature, and one of our other alumni, Jonathan FON, directed it, and we did a performance of it at the Actors Workout Studio, and then she went on to the Whitefire Theater, and it was part of the Solo Festival, and she played to sold out houses both nights. And
Very
it's literally the day before the shutdown. I think it was March 16th or March something like that. It got shut down, but terrific performance. It was wonderful.
Ain't All So Grim, and it looks like Jennifer Novak Chun. I know her.
Right? Isn't she a powerhouse? What doesn't she do? She's an actor, she's a director, she's a composer, she's a musician. She's just incredible. Just incredible.
I'm guessing by the postcard it's some sort of murder mystery, maybe scary, creepy thing? I don't know.
Well, not quite actually. So Ain't Also Grim started as an exercise a couple of years ago that we gave all the writers to take a grim fairy tale and to write and adapt a short piece to it. And then Robert Watson, or Bobby Watson, as a lot of people might know him as, he brought this really cool short piece that just seemed really too big for it to be confined to like a 12-page, 15-page script. So I encouraged them to develop it into a full-length play. And this is about 2-3 years in the works. That he took this short piece, and throughout the years he had been refining it and working it and rewriting it and workshopping it. And it's Ain't All So Grim, and it's about a story of little one. It's a little boy who goes up and finds an attic and finds a magical cabinet that opens and releases all these wonderful characters from storybooks, and through the stories of the Brothers Grimm's helps them get over some instances that are happening in his home. But I don't want to give too much away. But it's a really sweet, beautiful story, and the cast was fantastic and terrific. And
now, Fallen Saints I've heard of, but I never saw.
How have you not seen any of our Fallen Saints, Lorenzo? 9 years.
This was the Halloween. This is kind of your Halloween sprinkle.
Yeah. So another part of Force of Nature, right, is doing. We call it a theatrical haunt experience. So a lot of people really focus on either walkthrough mazes, or they focus on fully immersive experiences and very visceral experiences, and company at the heart of it all. But we definitely have some ideas to do some offerings for the haunt season, and Fallen Saints is it. So it started with Fallen Saints Whitechapel, then we went to Dia de los Muertos. We had to do with La Llorona. Then we did Fallen Saints Dark. We dealt with human fears. And then last year was Fallen Saints Salem, and we went back to the Salem Witch Trials. That was our last year's offering. And then we have a little something coming up for later on this year for our new Fallen Saints for 2020.
On Zoom, I take it, or?
You'll have to wait and find out. I'll give you some more details as it comes.
This looks like the Ronald McDonald you were talking about earlier, and I see a little Snoopy in a tree and lots of children there. Or is there one child in the middle there? Is that your daughter?
No, actually, that's Corey and Jerry Chappell's son, Colin John. That's Tom Jones way in the background. That's Reditha Deason. That's Patty Moe.
I meant it looks like there's a little
Melissa on there as well too. Yeah, this is
there's a little kid in the crowd there on the bottom right, left. No, bottom right.
Yeah. That's Colin John. That's Corey and Jerry's son. He's
okay, same little. Okay.
Well, yeah, this was from our visit to the Ronald McDonald House, and just being able to help and support those families let me tell you, like nothing will humble you and touch your heart than being able to do that. And I'm so happy. I'm very grateful for our entire board and our company members because they've been supportive of this cause to really give back and affect our communities. From the Ronald McDonald House, Strength United, we adopted 2 families last year, and just to be able to go and deliver and impact somebody's life, like it's a life worth living. So I'm very grateful that we have that opportunity to do so.
I love this picture.
Yeah, this is we started doing a virtual FON virtual readings. So we're up to number 24. We've been doing this for 24 weeks. It's tremendous, and we meet every Wednesday typically, and we read original plays and we cast them. And now we've gone to a point where people direct them. They have a week to. They get the scripts, they cast them, and then they start using the virtual backgrounds and then costumes that they have around that house. And this is just for us to stay in touch, stay connected, and read new original works. And this, I think, you're right. I think this image says it all. Like, this is just a small glance of
Raditha is just cracking me up, and
that's
Heidi Appy is there, and
Tom Jones,
Gloria,
Micah Cover, Jeff Olshinsky,
Tom.
Gloria.
Tom looks busy. Tom Mizuraka.
Right?
It's like, hey, Tom. All right,
Very
what do we got
serious.
next? Oh, and there's your logo.
Yeah,
Okay, that's Force of Nature. All right, that's that. Now, you are going to do a nice little treat for us, you had mentioned, to tease us with something, I believe you call it telenovela. So you want to tell us a little bit about that, just a little bit, and then let's do the clip and talk about that.
Okay, well, I believe that it was back in 2015, you got a chance to see a live production of the first ever telenovela. And telenovela was born out of it's really an homage to all the Mexican telenovelas I grew up watching when I was a kid, part in Mexico, and just all these crazy, ridiculous, overacting, ridiculous characters. So, and a lot of them, and a lot of the stories that you see here, are inspired by people from my life and my family members as well too. And I co-created this with Adam Neubauer, so big shout out to Adam as well. And we have done several incarnations over the years. But what was important to me was to be able to keep these characters alive. So we've done live productions, right? We've done the regular telenovela. We did telenovela Christmas Carol. And then last year we did the telenovela 2.0. But then I started growing this thing out during the quarantine, and I reached out to Adam and I said, you know what? What would happen if all these characters from telenovela, like, where are they at right now with the quarantine? How are they making money, and what do their lives look like? So we wrote a 5-episode micro short series. So we have episode 1, or temporada número 1, called the Corona Chronicles. And to go along with them, each one of the characters has been promoting some products while in quarantine. So
okay, let's go to the clip, and so I can ask my questions.
So this is, I'll just share it with him. Here you go.
Hello, of Azúcar, owner of Azúcar Tequilas. And if you're like me, you like money. And you have a lot of people that want your money. Because of that, you want a place where you can protect your money. That's why I like to come to Chase. Chase is a place where you can put in your money, take out your money, and you can do it whenever you want. This is how it works. First, Chase gives you this card. Then, put the card into Chase, and you put in your secret code. Tequila. Then, Chase gives you your money. It's that easy. So, protect your money from people's todays and say Chase to Chase.
Okay, telenovela. Here comes the questions. Okay, you're actually using real products and real businesses. Are they backing you up? Curious.
No, not yet. Not at the moment.
Okay.
But, so the exercise was to have some of these to each, because everybody's been shooting this at home, right? And just think about what do you have that you know that you're connected that would be within your character, and just write a commercial that goes along with it, and that will support maybe within your character's life. What would they be promoting? So for Pedro, it's about his money, and because of the play on words on the chess and chess. Oh, he goes to Chase Bank. So we thought it'd be funny. It's all parody. It's all in good fun, right?
What about some of the other characters? Can we expect
so,
like household products or?
So Lorenzo,
Yeah.
for your just for you, and you probably did not know this, but that's for the gentlemen, right? But there's also some awesome, lovely, beautiful ladies within telenovela. So I don't think you've even seen this. So if you allow me, can I have just an extra little 50 seconds, and I'll share with you maybe one other character you probably didn't see coming?
Absolutely. Oh,
Here
cool.
you go.
Oh.
Has the coronavirus left your manicure looking neglected and rough? Aren't you sad that you can't go salon to keep your nails looking sexy? It's time to coronavirus no mas. Now, you too can have a gorgeous manicure anytime you want with Impress Press-On Nails. In just 5 minutes, go from naked and afraid to sexy and confident. It's so easy. All you do is press and go. Never let another virus take away it to have gorgeous nails.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. How funny. You remember my review of the first telenovela? No, telenovela? There we go.
That's all right.
You remember my first review of the show? I mean, it was just a blast of colorful characters, and all of them are like, and if you guys didn't figure out, Sebastian was that first one on Chase commercial. Chase.
He's
and that's
the villain.
Regina
He's the
Deason.
villain.
And the whole cast was cast that way, over the top. I mean, from the makeup and the hair to the intensity. That's what I remember, the intensity of the characters. It's like, in fact, there was even like an argument scene that was hysterical to watch argue, and it was like, oh my God. So
the important thing, Lorenzo, telenovela was born out of, I had just went through an illness, and I had gotten Pell's palsy. And I was sitting in a hospital room in Orlando, Florida. I was actually stranded out there, and I couldn't travel. There was tornado warnings in 2015. And I really realized that I just needed a lot. I was going through a lot of stuff with my mom. She was pretty ill at the time. So I really wanted something that I could really just come back home and just laugh about. And the idea of telenovela came out. And I was just surrounded by a lot of loving, wonderful, terrific friends from all walks of life. And I said, I want to cast this entirely. You just surround myself with friends and play this over-the-top Mexican characters with bad accents and bad acting, but just have a good time and just ridiculous. And people, it took really well. It played to sold-out houses, and people just really loved and raved the show, and like they really fell in love with the characters, and I was very grateful for that. So the telenovela just kind of kept going. The telenovela machine has just kept going, and
So what we just saw, the two clips, are these going to be available on your website, YouTube channel? How are you presenting these?
So the first temporada número uno of telenovela, the web series, will be available upon the next 2.5 weeks. But these are commercials and spots that you're going to start seeing them peppered throughout the next couple of weeks as we lead up to the release of all five episodes, the first season. And the reason why they will be available on YouTube and through our website. We actually have a YouTube channel, which is Force of Nature Productions, and you'll find them there. But these little commercials, we wanted each character to do one so that way you can be introduced to each character individually before you actually immerse yourself into the whole series. So if you've seen our telenovela shows, then you'll be familiar with these characters. If you haven't, these little commercials will be nice little introductions for you. When you see the episodes, you're like...
For the full episode. So my question is, let's talk about, if there are people that are watching this are other actors and filmmakers and writers, So first of all, let's talk about real quick, the quality. I mean, it looks like you have, what editing system are you using? Because you've got graphics, you've got like sparkly stuff. I mean, is that, you have like a suite at home?
Well, I have Final Cut 10, Final Cut Pro, and I'm just self-taught. I sit down and started playing. I think necessity is the mother of invention. So you sit down and you start learning things, and then you ask questions, and then YouTube has a lot of tutorials that you can go through. So I actually have Final
Trial and
Cut
error.
Pro at home, and I trial and error and just patience and just have fun. But when you're passionate about a project and you're passionate about something, and I mean, every single cast member and every single company member that's worked on any of our F1 productions virtually, they take the time to go on Zoom and create these worlds and these backgrounds and these costumes and these characters that the passion
And makeup.
is there.
I've seen some makeup.
Makeup, right? So when you sit down and you edit it, the love and the passion for creating is infectious, and I owe it to them to make it the best that it can be. So I'm very excited. Some of the footage and some of the outtakes are just as funny as the commercials themselves. So
you've got, as Force of Nature Productions, you've got telenovela, you've got, I think you've got a Halloween thing coming, and then you also have a holiday, for December, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be launching some fun, exciting things over the next couple of weeks for Halloween. I know with the announcement of Not Scary Farm and Halloween Horror Nights and Dark Harbor, and big shout out to all those places because they're our fellow. The Haunt Mine. This is for Midsummer Scream. This is my shirt of all the haunts right here. So I wanted to wear this in solidarity for all the announcements that are coming right for the haunt season. But we do have some fun virtual experiences and coming up for the fall to keep people engaged and then not completely lose out on any Halloween experience. Yeah.
Wow, very cool. So, having been an actor, writer, director, producer, French chef, all this other stuff, how would you give someone who's thinking about, say, a young person who says, is watching this and says, wow, that commercial was cool. How can I do that? Either being the actor, the funny guy, or behind the scenes. What would you suggest to them?
Gosh, Lorenzo, really, when the passion and the heart and the drive is in there, like, there's nothing that should stop you. Do it. Doesn't matter what it looks like, because you'll always learn from each new experience, each new thing that you do, and you can always look back and do it. The important thing is to create and to get it out
to create a flow going.
I think what the world needs now is just to be entertained. We need to laugh. We need to disappear and immerse ourselves in some experiences nowadays that could be available, because I think laughter is one of the best medicines. And if we're able to do that just for a second, for 2 seconds out of our daily lives, then mission accomplished. So if you're out there and you have an idea, the resources are here. The camera, you can use your laptop, you can use anything. Just do it, create it, and do it, because that's step one. A lot of ideas just stay here or on paper,
right.
But
so,
never see the light of day, so do it.
From the writer-director standpoint, if you got an idea, put it on paper, think about how you can do it. But for the acting standpoint, what would you say? We've got Zoom, you've got Skype. I mean, you can literally perform characters, right? Basically,
Absolutely.
That's what your commercials are.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether you use a virtual background, whether you dress up your home with whatever you have around your house, just make it happen. And we're always here. Our company's always open. We're always welcoming new people that want to be part of something bigger than themselves, right? Because we're all about the community. We're all about the collaboration. And the Force of Nature family is really one of the finest, amazing people that I've ever met, and I'm lucky and fortunate to call them my family. And if anybody ever want to get involved and create, we're always open and welcoming, and see people with loving arms.
Wow. I'm gonna grab a Kleenex. No. And very cool. Because you know what I get most, for me, it's live theater. I love live theater, but I also love seeing these shorts and how people are being creative. We can't be together, until there's a vaccine. We can't, really shouldn't, in terms of what's happening. But this is a refreshing way to still be involved. And what I did is I usually go to these plays and I review them or whatever, or conventions or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm bored. I need to do something. So talking to people who do this, like with the Zoom format, has been amazing, and hopefully inspiring to you guys watching. that, hey, Sebastian provided me with all the links below, so you can click on the Force of Nature things that are going on. But he just said, and correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody has a question, they can go to your website and write you a note or something.
Absolutely, absolutely. Please send an email. Don't let the ideas just stay in here. If you have an idea to bring it out, we're here. We're here to help. We're here to support, and we help to facilitate if we're able to, and or advice, guidance, whatever you need. This is a time of solidarity and love and unity,
Wow.
and we can accomplish a lot more together, being supportive and loving of one another. I feel like.
No, it's awesome. That is so awesome. Very, very cool. Well, listen, Sebastian, I appreciate the time that you spent with me. I learned a lot. The videos are amazing. They're so funny.
Thank you.
So I'm really looking forward to not only the other, I think he's called them teasers, the commercials, but the actual episodes of telenovela. And when is that coming? When is that? 2 weeks, you said?
About 2 to 3 weeks that we're gonna have all 5 episodes all put together. I think we have 2 of them.
So by time this show airs, they will already have been released. Just to let you know.
Okay.
So,
great. Okay.
So they are available right now. Anyway, I appreciate your time. Force of Nature's, I've seen their productions since they started, and now during the pandemic. So, and Sebastian's been leading this group for a while. A great company of people, some new faces, some older faces that I've seen in other shows. They're funny, they're dramatic, they're scary, original too. Sometimes very original. And that's the best part about entertainment and theater. And for me is just having a good time. Let me forget the world and go to wherever they want to take me. Whether it's fantasy or fiction or true life drama, it's always fun. So Sebastian, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Again, his information's below. You want to check out his website, write him directly if you'd like, if you have any questions, or you can post them here and I'll make sure he sees them and get them to you. But I do have to say, please, if you haven't subscribed, there's a button somewhere here that will allow you to subscribe. I have 2 other shows that you need to check out. This is, of course, the Geek Authority show, and then I have an Unboxing the Geek Authority, where I get to see new stuff either sent to me or stuff that I've ordered that are brand new or on the market. You see it first, I see it first. I also do this, the Geek Authority's Mysterious Chamber of Collectibles, where I go under my bed, open a closet in my drawers, and pull out things that I've been collecting, dust them off, of course, and show you them. So thank you again for watching. Thank you, Sebastian. Please like, share, let everyone know. You were amazing. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Much love to you, Michael, and thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. So say bye, everybody.
Bye.